Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Boldly Going. I am Merlin, sometimes known as Joe, and I have the Film Fanatics here with me. We've got Dan over here.
Hey, hey.
Got Justin over there.
How's it going?
Today we're going back to the original series to discuss Dagger of the Mind, in which Justin is going to do the synopsis and his initial thoughts on the episode.
Okay, well, once again, the Enterprise has had a bit of bad luck in terms of their cargo. It turns out that there's a stowaway by the name of Van Gelden, who's kind of a little loopy. And it turns out he's actually a reputable doctor. And they track down where he came from, and it actually turns out that the people he was working for are trying to play with mind control and brainwashing, and once again we're dealing with mad scientists, mind manipulation, and Kirk once again falls in love with somebody.
Some pretty basic TOS plots all right there. Insanity,
and
mad scientist, love.
Needless to say, chaos ensues. I'll be honest, maybe with the exception of the pilot, this is probably, I would argue, the most cerebral episode we've seen thus far in all of Trek.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in that regard, but I thought it was very well contained, very well paced in that regard. The problem for me is, I think it took a little too long to get going, and it's once Kirk's central love interest in this episode actually shows up, minus traditional Trek sexism, unfortunately, because she's actually a really cool character, and I was actually sad this was only her only appearance.
It was fine. I mean, there's worse.
Oh, there's significantly worse.
There's worse.
But this one was like, at one point, I think he's literally like, "Go, oh, shut up, woman."
Well, maybe she needed to keep quiet.
Oh dear. But no, it's definitely a fun watch. I'm surprised this one has a legacy. It does, but I think it works. I think it does a lot of finds that nice balance between deeper themes and also can be fun.
All right.
I leave this one with a B+.
All right. So you really liked the Dagger of the Mind. Dan, what'd you think?
Well, I mean, I agree. It's definitely one of the better ones that we've seen. I don't know that it does a whole lot different. The Kirk, Dr. Noel plot, terrible as always. I can't think of an instance so far where I've been really captivated by a Kirk love story.
There are a few. I mean, the most famous one, is the most famous.
Well, we haven't
thing.
gotten to that yet.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few.
There are a few, but I will admit,
I don't know. It's like every episode there's a different one.
Well,
welcome to Trek.
It gets annoying.
He gets around, man.
Well, he does. There's only so many women on this ship, though.
That's why they go to other planets.
Exactly.
That's what space exploration is
about.
about.
Comes out, folks.
Connecting different civilizations.
Very hot, Dr. Noel. Well, Justin, you mentioned the legacy of the episode. I think the legacy is largely because it is the first time we see Spock using the Vulcan mind meld, and that's obviously a huge
Nerf pinch
Trek.
too, I think.
Perhaps.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but certainly mind melding.
Big part.
Many of that. So I think it's good for that. There's not too many regulars in this. I mean, I'm still waiting for the episode where we see a lot of
everybody
other than the main three. We see
Kirk,
Spock, and McCoy a lot, but Nichelle Nichols had a line in this episode that was more than she's had lately. Takei, not in it at all, I don't think.
Well,
that was unfortunate.
Scotty, same. I mean, it's good that they're going to the different planets and seeing different people, but
has Scotty even shown up yet?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been in them.
No,
I don't think he's had a major
role or anything.
I don't think he's had a major plot point yet, but he's in it.
Consistent with, TOS, it's always been about the big three in the show. I mean, that's usually who it's focused on, is that dynamic between the three of them. So,
true.
Get used to that, being consistent. But there are, as the seasons go on...
I like some others.
They have, more... I can't say that with the exception of Scotty, who I think does get a couple episodes centered around him a little more. Nobody really gets,
We had a Takei episode. Episode 3 or 4 was...
If Miss Rapier.
Very Takei heavy.
That was Takei heavy, but I wouldn't say it's like a Takei episode. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a centered around him.
No.
But there are episodes where people get to do more, and, you know, they get to play a bigger part. But, you know, it's...
Well, the Nichelle Nichols singing hour.
They do...
That comes around again.
Yes, they do have her singing again, and she gets punished for it in one episode.
Well,
so you're like, hey...
She needs to go to Trek jail for that.
You're going to like that episode, then.
No, I liked the episode. It's a B.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm on the lower end again. I think this one is definitely a balance between big ideas and camp. Mm-hmm. But I also kind of always felt it to be a little distracting because of the villain, who is sort of that really...
stereotypical mad scientist.
Stereotypical cheesy mad scientist that I like to watch, but I can't really get behind him because we see a lot of these guys in the original series come up, and there are more interesting villains and guest stars, and it's a cool concept, but it's sometimes it's a little too cheesy for me to take it too seriously, and yet on the same side though, it's that cheesiness that makes it enjoyable to watch.
Indeed.
So for me, it's on that fine line. It's a B- for me.
Okay.
I've always liked Dagger the Mind, but it's never been like one of my favorites.
Hey, I like the special effects of the transporting.
Yeah.
You know, for Trek effects, I think they're all right.
Which series do you think has the best transporting effects? Your favorite, I guess.
That's a good question.
Because they all are different.
I sort of like the way Next Gen does it.
Mm-hmm.
More
like, sparking.
The
more lights.
Stars and the sparks,
but
this is cool. I mean, this is more of a
fading out.
Yeah, like a fade out with like the look of static. You know,
it's classic.
Primitive, but it's classic.
Justin?
Oh man, that's a really good question. Actually,
it's kind of cool. Your favorite beaming? In
There's
how do you want to get beamed?
Am I going to start a gang war for answering this question? I hope not.
It's Star Trek, so somewhere probably. But
if you say Enterprise, probably.
Well,
okay,
Enterprise,
that's right.
they were like just starting out with their transporting. It was usually ship to ship stuff because it was
true.
the early days.
I'll give you that one.
Blasphemy.
I think I got to go with the original with this one.
Really?
Yeah.
You like the static?
I like the static. It's simple, but it's effective. The Next Gen, I think they tried to get a little too creative with the editing, and it started looking weird.
All right. Well,
what do you think? Next Gen, man?
I've always actually preferred the like the DS9 Voyagers, where they just kind of go the zoom.
Okay.
Because it just seemed more, I don't know, smooth
Real.
and efficient. It looked cooler.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. But now you guys got me wondering. This is a very minor thing. We won't get too far into it.
Oh, go ahead.
But one thing that always kind of bugged me about the newer Star Trek films is I don't like the beaming.
Really?
With the spinning around thing.
Oh, yeah.
I just always thought it was trying to be a little too busy.
I mean, it's hard to say because, I mean, I assume they're still in the fairly early days of the Federation. I assume.
Then it looks to me like, I mean, I guess you could argue it looks less stable, but I don't know.
I mean, heck, think about the 2009 one where they're literally crashing into the teleporter. But
well, I'll tell you one thing. If you guys ever do see the motion picture, you get to see the most horrific beaming of all.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. Even with a big budget, they couldn't do it.
Oh, no, it looked cool.
Oh, okay.
But the scene, and people die. Because the transporter gets messed up.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, that was Dagger the Mind and some extra warp beaming conversations. Let us know what you thought about the episode, guys. And, of course, next time we're going to go into the Next Gen, where we talk about Picard and not really Worf, but maybe Data.
Probably not Worf at this point, yeah.
Not yet.
If only.
Rarely.
But I'm looking forward to the day when we get past Next Gen Season 1, because I just don't
It'll be a glorious stage,
really like it. But I do like the... Nope, there's no more. There's no more Q episodes, I don't think. There is one more important episode, though, that's coming up towards the end. Though it's not the season finale, which always bothered me, but we'll get to it later. I'm going to say farewell, guys. Say goodbye.
All right, see ya.
Take us out.